Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Maple Finance. Didn't get that many coin requests. Oh, I can't. It's syrup, actually. That's right. They changed it. Syrup. Could you please do Stater and DIA? DIA. Oh, DIA is having a nice move up. All right, that's good. That's it. We got Cyber Kurt in the house. I'm really tired, boss. Yeah, you know what? I'm tired too. I'm really tired of Dogelon not going up. Let's see. Where's Dogelon at? Yeah, it's just going back down, like down 5%. That's crazy, man. It's okay though, honestly. I'm not even mad. It's whatever. If I was holding OXT and Dogelon, I would be very, very annoyed because that's way too much money. And it still hasn't moved, and you know, I hope it goes up for everyone that's holding it. Silver Days is in the house. Dwayne Kelly, let's go for starting out the live stream with the super chat, man. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the 10 beans. That's a lot of money. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Let me know what you want me to look at for you. I think I know. Beam. So you're the Beam master. Let's see. Yeah, so Beam. Yeah, I mean it's actually it hasn't done anything from the last time that we looked at it. The good thing is that you're over the 236. So over 2072 is still is no longer macro bearish, and then 1 cent is in play. And then remember the 618 retracement, which is where you're going to be like, hey, do I want to take profits? Do I want to cut my losses? Or do I think Beam is going to go parabolic and break its previous high? The reason why I say that is because some coins don't. So you have to decide that. You're looking at Beam previous high and then up to 16 cents. So, I mean, it's been consolidating and accumulating since March of 2025. So hopefully it goes back up to the 382. You can see we've gotten stuck at it almost 3 times now. So once we do break out, then, you know, Beam to the moon. And I really hope you make it. Also, I told my friend about UPS, and UPS is now paying like almost 8% dividends. So he actually bought a whole bunch of stock, and it's the perfect timing. He bought in at like $80 or $90, 86 or $90 or whatever it was. So I also ended up buying a small bag, like not that much, at $92, but then it dipped like 2 weeks ago. Last week it went to 86. But let's go UPS for the win. Supporting UPS. Dude, UPS is so oversold right now. I don't know if you guys look at stocks, but UPS is so oversold right now. It's crazy. Like, this is pre-pandemic levels. Here, let me show UPS right now. Actually, so look at this. Dude, look at how oversold UPS is right now. UPS hasn't been this oversold since back here. Well, actually, I guess here. I mean, it's been very bearish, but you can see the prices is COVID pandemic, and then it had its bull run, and it actually came all the way back down and maybe double bottomed before we start moving up from here. But wow, what a crazy time to buy right now. If you're buying right now, that's, you know, you're basically buying probably a generational low for UPS. But anyway, not financial advice, obviously just my opinion. And thank you so much for the 10 beans. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to look at for you. Let's see. Silver Day, smash the likes and subscribe. Thank you. Let's go Elon, React, ABT, ADA, XRP, DIA. Yeah, I need to look at DIA actually because this was requested by somebody. So taking a look at DIA on the live stream. So far so good. Our chart is actually valid, so we really don't need to change anything with it. We were overbought. We said with the sell-off, it needs to stay over 73 cents and perfectly came down, retested 73 cents, and now we're getting a bounce. We did make a lower high, but as long as you consolidate over 73 cents, $1.65 is in play, and then the higher high, obviously validating this channel and this uptrend is all in play. A break below 73 cents, we'll have to take a look at areas of support at that point, but so far so good. We don't really need to worry about that right now because it's over 73 cents. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah. Let's see. What's up, JR Ford? Welcome to the live stream. Oh, no, you were here. We are acting bearish again. Oh, well, bought more. Bought more, not today. What do you mean bought? So you didn't buy today? Still heading into alt season? I hope so. Turbo. Let's see what Turbo is doing. And then we could take a look at Doge. Yeah, Turbo's still bullish. Turbo's very bullish, guys. So you're looking at 58, 2058 in play, as long as it stays over 2037, and then from there to the moon. But Turbo's very bullish. So I mean, it's still an upward channel. You're still making higher highs and higher lows. So Turbo is very, very, very bullish right now. Not financial advice, obviously just my opinion. AIOZ, what's up, NavNix? Welcome to the live stream. We could take a look at AIOZ. Could you give me your honest opinion about spells? Ooh, ouch. You lost me at spells. I'm just joking, but you know, if you watch my weekly update videos, and if you're holding spell, then God bless. Like, I hope you're in the shadow realm, man. But a lot of people are, so don't feel bad. You're just literally consolidating and accumulating. The problem is you're doing that at its all-time lows. So at any second, there's always that fear of you breaking that low. Any chance to break all-time high, or are there better coins I should put money into? It's not just spell token. So just don't think that it's just your coin and you're comparing it to like a lot of coins that have ran. But spell, I don't know if it's gonna go. If you're asking me, I wouldn't hold spell past its 618. So I personally, my sell target for spell would be the 618. And the reason why is because it distributed a lot of coins, so it's now like almost fully diluted. So yeah, I would say like maybe half a penny to 1 penny, which is still a good move. You know, you're looking at a 7x to a 20x. But the thing is that with spell, like a 20x is going to put the market cap at 1.6 billion market cap, right? And the highest this has ever been was 1.6 billion. Let's just round up and say it was 1.6 billion. But the price was at 2 cents. And the highest price it was at 3 cents 50. So you're telling me that the market cap is going to double top and the price of spell is going to be 3 to 4 times less than that, right? So it's just going to take a lot more money to break its previous high. And if it does break its high, then it's going to make all-time highs on the market cap. So I'm not saying it can't break out. I'm just saying it's very bearish under this box. And once you start breaking this area for the third time attempting to, you know, once you start breaking this area, that's when you could start, you know, saying, okay, well, how high can it go? Is it going to go to half a penny? Or is it going to go to a penny? And if it goes past that, then God bless. Then all this, it would undo the entire bear market in like 2 weeks. And good luck, Nathan. I really hope you make it. Personally, me, I don't know if it could break all-time high, but I could be wrong. Like me, I would start at least selling at the 618. So I would start selling at half a penny. Because you might have a 618 retracement, and that's all she wrote. And pay 45 an hour. Damn, dude, that's so much. Apply in October if you need a job. All right, guys, apply to UPS in October if you need a job. Apparently, they're hiring. I think that's for Christmas, right? I'm assuming hiring ramps during Christmas time, right? There is a shadow token. LOL, it runs too. What's up, Smash Toshi? How are you? Long time no see. Nav Nix, are you still here? And then MD, are you still here? And we could take a look at your coins. Dogelon. Yeah, I'm assuming they hire for the Christmas time and deliveries start going up. Taking a look at Dogelon Mars on the live stream, so don't hate me for saying this, but I mean, we've been making videos for going on 3 years now, so 2 years, sorry, 2 to 3 years now, and it's been bearish the entire time. It's still bearish under 6021. We already know that. I make my weekly update videos on it, and then it's not bullish until we break 34. Obviously, 618 retracement would be in play at 76, and then 5013. We have a long ways away. There's nothing bullish with Dogelon Mars right now, but I am still going to make videos because I'm not going to only make videos when it pumps. I've been pretty consistent with the Dogelon Mars community, making content for a while. So if you go on my channel, if you searching Dogelon, you'll get a video every single week, if not more than just a video. So I still believe in it. I still have it. I still think we're going to make it. And if not, then I was wrong. And I don't think I'm wrong, but we'll just have to wait and see. I do think it'll eventually run, but I don't know how long it's going to take before we get another run like this. You know, it looks like we're coming up on it, but I mean, nobody really actually knows. But other than that, we do need to break this box. Once we break this box, that's when I could get a little bit more excited. You can see we've been rejected at it twice now. So what we don't want to see is getting rejected at it 3 times, coming back down and making a lower low. Obviously, if we break down from here, 708 is the next area of support and the area of interest. So I hope we don't go that low, but we'll just have to wait and see. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you guys updated, and thank you so much for all of your support. All right, Nav says AIOZ. He's still here. I was hoping you were gone so I didn't have to look at your coin. I'm just joking, obviously. I'm going to make a video on this. Actually, I won't. Actually, I will. Taking a look at AIOZ on the network, on the live stream. Well, technically on the network too, right? From the low to the high, we are respecting the 382 area support. So generally speaking, as long as it's over 21 cents on the macro time frame, it is still macro bullish. So very bullish. We actually did come down and retest this as support. We got a nice bounce from it, and now we're consolidating, accumulating, making higher lows, which is a very good sign. We have resistance between 28 and 38 cents. You are making lower highs. So last time you got stuck at the 0.5, and then you made a lower high, and now we're getting stuck at the 382. I'd say once we break the 382 at 38 cents, that's funny, 382, almost 382, 38 cents, once we break this area, and as long as we stay over that, 61 cents is the target on the upside. So we'll kind of keep it very simple right now. I know that this is a really big parameter, but as long as it stays over 21 cents on the macro time frame, it's bullish. And regardless on how volatile the price is, as long as it stays over that, I'd say 61 cents is a target. So keeping it very simple. As far as the RSI and the stock RSI go, the RSI is turning full bullish, so we might get one final impulsive move up before we get some sort of correction. I'm hoping that that move up takes us past 61 cents. That would be the dream. So that when we do consolidate and get a correction, we actually stay over 61 cents, make a higher low, and then continue this pattern. But we'll just have to wait and see. RSI is over the moving average. We're not overbought. We're not oversold. We're super neutral. So I will keep you guys updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is not the car I was looking at. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. There you go. Oh, MD's here too. Fartcoin. Let's see. Fartcoin. I remember some guys like keep doing fart coin. That's why your channel's not growing. I'm like, what the hell did I do to you, dude? Like, what the fuck? What the heck? Yeah, we'll take a look. Taking a look at fart coin on the live stream. I guess I should say on the network, right? So for fart coin, yeah, we actually need to redraw our targets because it looks like everything's valid right now. So on the daily, yeah, we're very bullish. We double topped at the 786. So as of right now, 260 is still in play. And then once that breaks, fart coin up to $12. Obviously, we don't know how high it can go. And then in terms of support and areas that it absolutely needs to stay over, I would say 76 cents absolutely needs to hold. Otherwise, we are going to get a bigger capitulation down. And then I'd say the top is in. We double topped at the 786, and we're going to probably get a bigger capitulation down. As long as we're over 76 cents, targets on the upside are valid. Double top and all-time highs up to $12.25. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Hi, baby. Oh, my God. Hi. Oh, my sweet little cat. I love you. Oh, my cat. I love... Where's Wealth Abundance? Where is Wealth Abundance? My sweet cat. She's so sweet. She just sits here. Man, I need to get one of those clamp things where I clamp this, and then it's like a bed, and then that way you guys can see her, too. What a sweet cat. Okay, let's see. Looking at it, best of luck to you. Yeah, best of luck to you too, man, especially if you're in Spell. But that's what I'm saying. You're in Spell token, right? And it's doing dog crap, right? As Gearthin likes to say. Like, I'm not crapping on your coin. I literally said the same thing about my coin, right? We all have our coins. Look at mine. It looks exactly like Spell. You know what I mean? These coins look exactly similar. So I'm also at like ease of just like losing 50% of my investment because this thing's about to capitulate down, right? So I totally get it, and I really hope you make it. I hope I make it too, because Dogelan's been absolutely horrible to me. So is OXT. So I hate to do it, but can you take a look at Tribe for me? I need 80 cents ish to break even so I can rotate DCA. I just desperately need overall. What the hell? How much money did you, like, what? Like, that sounds like a cry for help, man. Are you okay? What did you do? This doesn't look bad. Yeah, this doesn't look bad at all. This thing got delisted on Coinbase, too. USD. Yeah, this thing got delisted on Coinbase, so it's crazy that it's actually going up. You need 80 cents. Let's see if that number actually coincides with anything. Yeah, the 618. 83 cents is the 618. And it looks like you're making higher highs, you're making higher lows. So I'd say if you need 80 cents, you could maybe make a little bit of profit and sell at 83 cents once you get a 618 retracement. Once you do break 83 cents, though, the next target is the 786 at $1.35. Maybe don't get greedy. Yeah, maybe don't get greedy if you get one final move up to the 618 and then just basically get out. But yeah, I mean, this looks really good right now. It literally looks like it's just consolidating. You're over the 382 and then 83 cents is in play. So the stock RSI almost completely reset. We're getting a move up. The RSI is going up right now. So obviously with that final impulsive move up, it should take you to around 83 cents. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Dwayne, you're welcome, Navs. Update PYR, Carfax exposing. Yeah, I know. Like, dude, this isn't even the car I was looking at. Like, that's what's annoying. I don't like those kind of cars. Flipcoins is in the house. Welcome to Livestream, Flipcoins. Arrow, dogging me. And then Dwayne Kelly wants PYR. Thank you so much for the 10 beans, Flipcoins. I really appreciate that. $9.99. Let's go for the win. I haven't bought OK for 3 years, bro. Idea. I'll take a look at Idea. I got to do the super chat coins, and then I'll take a look at Idea for you. PYR. Yeah, this thing's... I mean, technically, you're still making higher lows. Taking a look at PYR, Vulcan Forge on the live stream. So nothing has changed from the last time that we looked at it. It is still bearish under $2.05, bullish over $3.79. The good thing is that even like while it's bearish, you are still technically making higher lows and higher highs. One can say this is a bear flag forming, exactly what happened last time before you actually broke lower. So given that it's not and it actually maintains this uptrend, 205 is in play, and then 377. Just keep in mind, PYR has a lot of resistance on the way up, so you have to decide at what point you want to sell. It can come back up to any of this levels, get stuck and come back down, or you might actually get a 618 retracement. I guess double top here before you fall off the cliff. But once you do break $10.08 on the upside, that's when this thing is going to absolutely go to the moon. But until then, it is still, unfortunately, has a lot of area of resistance to break. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next video. And then you said Arrow. Yeah, this thing looks pretty solid too. Taking a look at Aerodrome Finance on the live stream. So yeah, so we actually broke over the 618, so that's pretty good. Typically what happens is you get stuck here and then you come back down, but you actually ended up, did you close over it? Yeah, you did close over it. So this is very bullish right now. As long as it stays over 105, I don't see any problems with it. $1.51 and 237 is in play on the upside. And then obviously the 1618, once we do get that breakout, triple top breakout should send us to the next target at $8, up to $8.85. Now in terms of support, I'd say it does absolutely need to stay over 72 to 90 cents. So with any sort of correction, obviously that's going to put it under. That's going to put it under this 618 from the high to the low. But if we do get some sort of correction, as long as it stays over this, you can see that we're still validating this channel, and the targets on the upside are still valid. But at any point, if we do fall below here, we're probably going to get a bigger capitulation down. So we'll obviously keep monitoring that in case that does happen. That way we can kind of see before it does, and we can guess, hey, this is probably where it's headed. But as of right now, targets on the upside are also valid, and it's headed that way. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And then Dog and Me. I like Dog and Me. Dude, they always comment on my Twitter because I make update videos on it. Taking a look at Dog and Me on the live stream. I like Dog and Me because I always post update videos on the Twitter, from YouTube, and they always comment. And I think Dog and Me is one of the only communities that, out of my hundreds of videos that I post every week, they're like the most engaging community. So I feel like by default I should just buy Dog and Me, right? It's a very small market cap, plenty of upside potential. It's fully diluted as 38 million. So the reason why I like that is because there is no more surprises that, oh, we're releasing more coins, X, Y, and Z, It's all fully diluted, no more surprises. It has 215,000 holders, which is more than my coin, Doge. So it has more holders, smaller market cap, fully diluted. It's on Coinbase, so I just feel like it's a no-brainer. I might do this, but again, I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna buy this coin. So, but I do like it. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. Nobody will know. Anyway, in terms of TA goes, targets on the upside are still valid at 3064 and then 3095. Okay, once you break that, then this thing is going to probably make that higher high, and from there, obviously, you're looking at 2048 in play, which actually does tag this uptrend, the top side of this uptrend. So that's the Moonboy target as of right now. We do have to still break 64 and 95, so we'll just have to wait to see if we can get a breakthrough on there, and then we'll obviously look at the macro targets once we do get that breakout. In terms of the RSI, it's pretty neutral. Stock RSI is about to hit max bullish, so we might actually get really big move up, until get a really big move up and then get some sort of correction. So we might be coiling up right now for impulsive move up before we get some sort of correction. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. And Flipcoins, thank you so much for the 10 beans. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. $10, the second super chat. It's like, I feel like there's, not that you're carrying the super chats, but you're always coming in here and like super chatting. So I really do appreciate that. That's awesome. Flipcoins keeping crypto meow analysis in business, dude. Flipcoins for the win. Oh yeah, idea. High speed says idea. Sorry, I had to do the super chat coins first. Idea. Ideology. Oh my god, dude. What in the world is this? Where's Gearthin? Is he here? Oh, hey Gearthin, if you're here, is he here? Oh, he says it's over. He might still be here. Oh my gosh. What the heck is this, man? This is a gamble. Yeah, dude, this is a straight up gamble. Oh my god. Is this a Dex screener coin? I feel like it is, right? Yeah, I mean, dude, it's a 300,000 market cap, If you're putting $1,000 in right now, yeah, this thing's over 1,000,000% back up to its all-time high. How much is that? Like, how many X's is that? I mean, yeah, like this thing. If this thing hits $1, it's going to be a $5 billion market cap, and the highest market cap this has ever been was 3 million, and it's 10 times less that with higher token distribution. So it looks like they released all of their coins though, which that itself is bullish because there's no more surprises. So that's probably what happened. They released all their coins. That increased selling pressure. That was inflationary, which pushed the price extremely down. But if you found a floor here, and if you get consolidation, and then you consolidate for a month, 2 months, however long it is, this thing could be a good play because there's no more surprises. So yeah, good luck with this, man. How do you? Yeah, good luck with this. I really hope you make it. It is a very small market cap, plenty of upside potential. So it doesn't look like it's on KuCoin and Gate.io. So if it gets delisted on these, then that'll kind of that's a nail in the coffin. But if it starts getting listed on more and more exchanges, then that's very bullish because then you'd be buying it before retail gets in. So good luck with this coin. That's all I gotta say. Let's see. How do you feel about the base chain? What's your take on it? I don't know. I've never used it. I think it's all gambling, and I don't like it personally. I don't like gambling, but it doesn't mean you can't make money on it. Like after like 5 or 6 years or 7 years, I finally downloaded like Uniswap, and I still don't have any coins on Uniswap. I finally have a Phantom wallet, but I still don't have anything in my Phantom wallet because I'm still waiting for the coin that I would buy on Phantom, which is Billy, to come back down, which it's still in an uptrend. This thing is still, it looks like it wants to break out right now. So I don't want to buy it when it's all the way up here. When we talked about it, when it was all the way down here, like I have to pay 2 times more now for the price. I'll pay 2x, but not like 3x, and then also used car, same kind of deal, right? Yeah, like this, I'm more inclined to, but one more breakdown, and I will probably pick up a bag of used car on Phantom. Can you take a look at Mars? Mars the Hippo, 233 market cap. Thanks for actually writing that. Like the market cap. because then I could just look here. Yeah, 230. Mars the Hippo, 230, 233. I think this is the right one. Yeah, complete gamble. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yeah, complete gamble. But I mean, 52,000 lock liquidity to 230,000 market cap isn't bad. Yeah, I'd say as long as it stays over 3012, it's bullish. But at any point, if you do break below here, the top is in and you're probably going to get a really big capitulation down. And then, I mean, this thing can easily, yeah, what is it? Like 2 zeros 18 and then 1.5 cents. What would that do? Yeah, it's a 60x. So a 10x is 2 million and 6 times that is 12 million. So you're looking at a 12 million market cap at 1.5 cents, which is like doable. It's not crazy. 12 million is, that's what, like, you know, Jesus coin even went higher than that. And then 60x on the liquidity is 10 would be 500K. And then 6 times that would be 3 million. So you're looking at 3 million lock liquidity to 12 million market cap. That's not bad. It's not terrible. So good luck with this. I hope you make it with this. What's your top 5 AI coins? I actually don't have them, but I'm assuming FET, the supernatural whatever, or Ali is also good. But those two are the only ones that are pretty big that I know of. And your top 3 RWA coins. RWA. I mean, it was OXT, but my top 3 real world asset coins would be like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, right? Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. But I don't have any of those. I'm buying when it's bear market. I'm buying Bitcoin when it's bear market on Robinhood. You're welcome, High Speed. Are you holding any Digibyte? No, but I used to make Digibyte video content all the time. One of the members was a Digibyte holder, and one of his watch list coins, because when you're a member, you can choose to have a coin on my watch list where I make weekly update videos on. I used to make weekly update videos of Digibyte, and then he gave up and he unmembered. So I had to obviously refresh my member list and my member coins. So that got deleted off the watch list. I don't hold any, but I can take a look at it for it if you want. I could take a look at it for you if you want. Just let me know. JR Ford says, XTN or bust for me. Planning on accepting my membership to the Shadow Realm after the bull market. I hope you sell in time. You'll have 2 weeks to get out. Yeah, XN isn't doing bad. I mean, it's still holding key levels of support. You're almost oversold. The stock RSI is already reset, so you're just gearing up for the next move up right now. That chart looks like if you took a popsicle and left it outside to melt. Yeah, basically on a curb, like on your like driveway. That's what it looked like. I hate this market. Yeah, you're telling me, man. I hate this market too. I know reeks of desperation. I'm on the prowl. What's up, Toodle? We already looked at Turbo. We're just waiting for it to retest the 618 at 2058. Once that breaks, then I'd say to the moon. But until then, the 382 needs to hold at 37. I think it's 37. So it's just stuck within those parameters. So just FYI. Marcus says, yes, pretty easy. Yeah, we could take a look at Digibyte, DGB. Haven't taken a look at it in a while, man. Yeah, it's just been consolidating, you know. I guess I'll make a video for the meme. Taking a look at Digibyte, I haven't actually made an update video on Digibyte in I don't know how many months, but you know, it's still consolidating. This thing's been consolidating since June of 2022. It hasn't been doing much. We used to make weekly update videos on it, but we stopped because unfortunately the member that had this on the watch list basically gave up on Digibyte. So we had to remove it from the watch list. So as long as Digibyte's under 1 cent 18, it is still bearish, bullish over 1 cent 97, so around 2 cents. You can see we came up already twice now and gotten rejected at the 382. The good thing is that you are still hanging around closer to the 236 rather than the all-time lows. So you have some room in case we do break down. The targets on the upside, again, is breaking resistance at 1 cent 90. Once that does break and we start consolidating over this level, 4 cent 67 would be in play, and then Digibyte to the moon. But as of right now, again, super boring. People are probably giving up. It's just consolidating sideways and accumulating right now. So it's been accumulating for 3 years now, going on 4 years. Good luck. I will keep you guys updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. There you go, buddy. Jason Sinkar for, oh my god, autobiography. No, I'm just joking. Toshi is about to rip. Your name would be great to look into Toshi since it's a cat coin. I actually make weekly update videos on Toshi, Jason. Toshi is on the watch list, so check it out. So Toshi, if you search my channel for Toshi content and my Twitter and my X and everything, you can see it's on my watch list. So on my watch list, Toshi is coming in at number, whatever number this is. So yeah, I make weekly content videos on Toshi, and I like it. It's a solid project. It's a good coin. We've been looking at it for a couple. I mean, since it actually got listed on Coinbase. It has 853,000 holders and it's only 300 million market cap. This thing is absolutely insane, and it's on Coinbase. It's not on Binance yet. This doesn't count. I'm talking about retail Binance. It's not on Binance yet, so just imagine when this thing gets listed on Binance. You're making higher highs, you're making higher lows. I look at this coin, so just FYI. It's a cat coin, but Toshi has Toshi Mart, so more than just a meme. It will be the best meme this cycle. I believe it. I think Dog and Me is good. I think Toshi is good. That's why these are both on my watch list. So let's take a look at Toshi for you. So we just made an update video last week, like on Saturday, but I could still take a look at it for you. You can see we have a chart here. Taking a look at Toshi on the live stream. So nothing has changed from our update video on Saturday. As of right now, it looks like it's attempting to break out 3085. We said it's just making higher highs. It's making higher lows. It's in this upward channel right now. And the two critical areas that it needed to stay over and break out would be 3048, which we don't really need to worry about right now. We did come close to tagging it and we got a breakout. And then target on the upside is 3085. And then once you break that, I mean, you're looking at, you're going to be over the 618, double top breakout to 2012, 2021. And then Moon Boy and Bull Run target would be 2089, which as of today is going to be around a 10x. So keep in mind, Toshi does have a 300 million market cap. So it could go well past the a 10x, but for Toshi, a 10x would still put it at around 3.2 billion market cap. So to put things into perspective for you, Dogecoin went to 80 billion, Shiba Inu went to around 40 billion. Dogecoin went to 80 billion, Shiba Inu went to 40 billion. So theoretically, it could do another 10x, which would be 100x, and you'll still get a lower market cap than Shiba Inu, which is the second biggest meme coin on the market. That's if Toshi is going to be number 3. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm just giving you guys some rough estimates on the market cap relative to the price. So at least a 10x is going to put it at 3 billion market cap. Anything higher than that, then God bless. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Bam, there you go, Jason. That was pretty solid TA right there. And thank you so much for the 10. That's a lot of money. I really appreciate that. Can you please explain the 2 weeks to get out? Yeah, so I'll show you. I'll give you an example. Shubhamjit Rockra. Oh my god. Shubhamjit Rockra. Dude, what a tongue twister, man. That is a pretty cool name if that's your name. Thank you so much for the 279. I don't know what currency that is. Oh, that's Canadian. So what's Canadian to USD? Hold on. Let's see. I think it's higher, right? Let's see. 279. Oh, it's $2. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Can you take a look at Swiftcoin and price prediction? Yes. So also Swiftcoin, we make weekly update videos on Swiftcoin on Saturdays. Well, I try to on Saturdays unless I'm on vacation, which actually I do anyway. So yeah, never mind. That doesn't count. I make my weekly update videos anyway. Okay, so you said Swiftcoin. Yeah, Swiftcoin's solid. We've been looking at this for 2 years. So if you go back on my channel, you can see we looked at Swiftcoin since 2001, which was all the way back here. We've been making videos on Swiftcoin since back here. So very simple for Swiftcoin, okay? We have support at 2.93. We have resistance at 1 cent 15 to 1 cent 52. If we don't break that area, it needs to stay over 93. Otherwise, you are going to get a bigger capitulation down. Once you do break this area of resistance, 2 cents 30 is in play. And then the bull run target that I think Swiftcoin's headed to is 8 cents. And anything over that is just gravy on top. Keep in mind that Swiftcoin's already went up 50x. So even at 8 cents, that's over 100x. Okay. So if you're buying now, you know, you're looking at what, like a 10x? You're looking at, 7x. It could go much higher than that, but that's just the next target on the upside. So once that does get hit, and if it does respect the fib levels, and if it does break these areas of resistance, we'll have to just monitor it at that point, okay? It could go higher than 8 cents, but that's just where I put the next target when we do break 2 cents 30, double top breakout, and respecting the fact that we're making higher highs, higher lows, and we're in this upward channel. That's what I think. And that's pretty much it. And thank you so much for the 279 Canadian beans. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Let's see. Flipcoin says snack, please. Snackety snack. Well, I think snack's moving, right? It should be moving. Yeah, it is. Okay. I mean, it moved from the last time we looked at it because my percentage is actually lower than the price action. So I'm going to make a video on this. Taking a look at SNEC on the live stream, so far so good. We are attempting to break this area of resistance at 2.047 for the second time. Once we get a breakout and once it's confirmed and it consolidates over this level, 2.095 would be in play. Double top breakout should send us to around 2 cents 90. We could redraw this now. Yeah, which is around a 5 to 6x from the current price. And then on the downside, if in case, you know, whatever happens, if in case we have a correction or whatever, Bitcoin has a correction and we go back down, I don't think we're going to come all the way back down to 2.030. I think we might come down and make a lower high and then keep this uptrend going. But worst case scenario, as long as price action doesn't break 47, 30 does need to hold. And that's pretty much it for SNEC. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. You hyped for the food review tomorrow? I still don't know why he scheduled it like all the way out. But yeah, I am hyped. I wish I could watch it on the live stream right now. Wait, maybe he changed it. I'm really hopeful right now. You know what? I'm going to unsubscribe from him. Why am I supporting his food addiction if it's always bad? Yeah, why am I supporting this thing that's going to clog his arteries with high cholesterol, fake artificial meat? No, I'm just joking. I'm not joking, but I'm not going to unsubscribe from his channel. All right, Flipcoins, can you explain 2 weeks to get out? Yeah, so look, let's take Dogecoin for an example. So Dogecoin, when it actually like basically broke out here, I mean, first of all, yeah, when you know 70% drop, that's insane. So let's look at this price range, no, date range. There we go. So from the high to here. So after, okay, so sorry, with Dogecoin, you had 7 days to get out before. So you had 1 week to get out when it actually put in its high, before you instantly lost 70%. And if you had held for the pump, it would have still been, you would have still been down 41%. So you really only have a week to get out. In some cases too, like for like Litecoin. I think Litecoin was a lot less actually. So when you get that final move up, you need to like really recognize that. So with SNEC, when you get that final move up or whatever, you need to really recognize that, because if you don't, then you only have like a certain amount of time to get out before this thing absolutely capitulates. And then you never make that, you never end up going back up. So even with Litecoin, what was it, 70%? Yeah, so for Litecoin, it was instantly lost 54%. And then the date range, I guess you could take it from here. Even if you waited here, yeah, even if you waited until we did get a bounce, this one was 19 days. So you would have actually had to held through 55% to minimize your losses and know that it wouldn't have made a higher high and still miss out on 20%, which isn't as bad as Dogecoin. But if you didn't, then this thing would have, you would have held through a 73% correction, at best case 35% and 71%. So you never ended up making a higher high. Even Bitcoin, right? So like with Bitcoin last cycle, yeah, here, I guess we could just do it from here to here. Yeah, you had like 23 days. You had 23 days that it basically consolidated and hung out at its all-time high before you instantly, before you like lost almost 50%, and it just never went back up after that. So you only have a small window. And even Dogelon, right? Like, how long was Dogelon? So we'll see it. I mean, obviously, we're gonna, when we actually turn bullish and when we finally get quote unquote alt season, you're gonna see it where we're gonna get these giant moves up, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, flip coins, maybe take some money out. Like, I can't give you financial advice, but I would be like, hey, if we end up coming over here and we're consolidating. So this one was, this one was to the net. You have to hold it 53 days or 54 days. So this was around 2 months. Closer to 8 weeks, 7 weeks. And you never made an all-time high. And this thing went down, 67%. And even with that bounce, you could have sold it still at 30%. But yeah, it's super hard catching which is fine, because theoretically, if you had bought here, like if you had bought here and you sold it even here, that's still a 16x, but you would have missed out on a 35x. So you would have missed out even more. Artificial meats, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, basically. Kyrian H, welcome to the live stream. How are you? Let's see. You said Nadix. What is that, a gamble coin? You've been here before, so I don't think that's a gamble coin. So Nadix is just accumulating. I mean, it came out and it started accumulating. Bearish under 3075, bullish over 3092. Right now you're stuck in between resistance and being bearish. So you do need to break 3092 to be bullish. 2012 would be in play. I don't know, man. You're making higher highs though. So this kind of looks like it wants to break out. You already consolidated. You already, broke here, came down, retested this for, I guess, a triple bottom. So, I mean, once you break this previous high, this thing, has a target here at 205. But you, first and foremost, I guess on the shorter time frame, it needs to break over and stay over 3092. And then anything under 3075, unfortunately, it's going to be bearish, and you're probably going to come back down to the low. If not, make a lower low. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Dwayne Kelly says Elon at 2 billion market cap. Dude, I wish, man. I'd be I would be selling on my way up, actually. So yeah, I mean, I would already be at 2 billion market cap, dude. I wish. Yeah, I would have already made how much? So 5x would have been like, it would be like it would be 15K, and then this right here, it's 23. Another 25 would be, like another, it would be like 30. So I'll be at 45 grand, and then a 2 billion market cap. Yeah, because it hit once, so 2x that. Yeah, dude, I have like well over 150K, and I'd still have some left, dude. Oh man, please, please, please go past that, man. Go to what do you call it? Go to 5 billion. I think 5 to 8 billion for Elon. I really hope 5 to 8 billion, because then I could actually buy like a brand new car and not feel bad about it, and just put the rest in savings. Wait until the bear market starts for Bitcoin. So a coin hits a high, it stays there for 2 weeks without moving. I mean, you're gonna know, because it is gonna move. It's gonna capitulate right off the bat. So it's gonna go down a little bit. It's gonna draw a red candle, and you're gonna be making lower highs. You're gonna kind of like, you see how literally if you see this, so if you see this high and you start seeing this red after like a week or two, I would be like, hey, it's time. I think you're gonna get a really big capitulation. Because generally speaking, even if you do get a red candle, which, for example, with Doge on Mars, you got 3. This was not 7 days. You didn't have to wait 7 days for this. This was on the day, right? So you waited 1, 2, 3. You waited 4 days, and then you actually moved up. Here you waited 3 days, you moved up. Here you waited a little bit longer. Here I would have been here would have been worse. But the thing is, you were actually making higher highs, so that's different. But when you see something like this, where you're going on 2 weeks of like consolidation and chop, this is where I would have sold. I like with Dogelon, I would have sold here. I would have sold at 5017. So I wouldn't have caught the top, but I would have seen this, held through it. Maybe it might have made a higher high. Maybe this might have looked like something here, but it never did. It just bit more and more sideways. I would have sold it there. So yes, but regardless, we'll catch it once it does go, and that way you can kind of see it unfold in real time. You're just waiting right now for these really big legs up, unfortunately. So we're all waiting for it. If you woke up and it was 100%, would you sell? No, I wouldn't sell. What, you mean if I woke up and I saw my 10 grand and 20 grand, would I sell? No. I have my sell targets. I'm not changing my sell targets. Like if I don't make it, I don't make it. But if my sell targets don't get hit, I guess I'm gonna hold Elon for another 4 years. And I would hope that you guys basically send me a bunch of super chats, because I'd be broke. No, I'm just joking. I feel like Flipcoins has that covered. You know, he's covering the entire chat right now. Dude, thank you so much for the 10, actually 20. So you just sent another $9.99, so I really appreciate that. That's 20 beans now. That's 50% of the chat revenue. That's 48% of the chat revenue is coming from one person. That's crazy. Thank you so much for the $9.99 or the 20 beans. I really appreciate that. One more. MCade. Thank you. Let's see. This guy wants me to look at Mary Cade. Cade. Mary Cade. Whatever, you know. MK. Medicaid? What is this? Is this the right coin? This doesn't look bad. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. It kind of looks the same. You know, it came out, you're consolidating, you're making higher. You're actually making higher highs. You did get stuck at the 618. You don't want to make a lower high. You need to break 2 cents 20, 3 cents 10, 4 cents 70s in play. You're looking at 15 cents in terms of target on the upside when you do get a breakout from the previous high. And then I'd say anything under 1 cent 50. The top is in. You got stuck at the 618 twice, made a lower high. You're probably going to get a bigger capitulation back down to 1 cent. 209 and 1 cent. Not financial advice, just my opinion. The RSI is a good indicator that it's time to go. For what? For Bitcoin? I mean, no, it's still neutral. It's not like overbought. the problem is this wick. This is pretty scary. When you get a red wick like that, like this is, you remember what I just showed you with Dogelon flip coins? This literally kind of looks like that. Where you come up, you make a lower high. This, like, we need to get a breakout. We need to get that continuation. You don't want to see consolidation like this. Eventually it did break out though, but we might be in for a bigger correction here, back down to 100K, which will decimate most altcoins. Great job on the inside. I'll need the help. Yeah, and I mean, the best case scenario, man, is like when we look at SNEC and when we look at your coins and they're all the way like, yeah, when they're here. Like the best case scenario is like we get something like this, right? And I'm like, hey, this is like when you want to sell. You know, this is, hey, we made that higher high. We're at 2 cents 80. It could go higher, maybe take some profits on the way up, you know. But, you know, at any point it could be the top and we might just instantly get hit with a minus 30 to 50% candle. The problem is we just don't know until it's too late. Like even here, like we consolidated. It's like, hey, we need to, at this point, we're probably going to get some sort of sell-off before we start moving up again, even here and here. So, and then the problem is that any of these could have been the top. The thing is with SNEC is it's so bullish, like it's very, very, very bullish. So it just keeps making higher highs, and the alt season hasn't even started. So you got a lot of things going for you. We are definitely not doing Orchid. I actually still have Orchid up because I really want to see if it like gets delisted or not. Yeah, we could close this. We got to do syrup. Taking a look at Maple Finance syrup. So we actually held support. So we said this box was support at between 29 and 40 cents. You clearly can see we came back and retested this as support. And we did respect the area of support. We did get rejected twice at the 618, but it does look like you're still accumulating over support and right below the 618. So once we do get a breakout over 56 cents, 94 cents should be in play. And then this previous high where they released it at $1.81. And then obviously when that breaks, you're looking at targets up to $11. But we'll just kind of keep monitoring it, looking at areas of support that it needs to stay over. And then we'll look at the shorter term time frame targets on the upside, which for example right now is 56 cents and then 94 cents. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated and thank you. And then we got one more. Hey buddy. Hey Didi, it's okay. Oh, my cat's having nightmares because she keeps switching. My sweet, sweet cat. Yeah, so Stater. Taking a look at Stater SD on the live stream. So it looks like you're just accumulating for, I mean, you've been accumulating for 3 years now, I guess. We are stuck in resistance. We have resistance at 56 and 96 cents. Bullish over 96 cents, bearish under 56 cents. As of right now, it does look like it's attempting to break out. So a breakout over 96 cents should send us to $2.30. You can see the last 3 or 4 times we have gotten stuck at the 0.5 area of resistance. I don't know if we're going to get stuck there again, but we do have resistance at 150. So once we do get that breakout, you're looking at that higher high, 230, 425, and then from there we'll take a look at the targets on the upside. But keeping it very simple right now, you do need to get a breakout over 96 cents, and as long as it's over 56 cents, it is not macro bearish. Anything under 56 cents will put the price again in bearish territory. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Let's see, Elon, you can see the RSI telling you to sell SNEC too. You can see, well, not right now. You can see the RSI telling you to sell SNEC when it was up here. Yeah, like here. But I think we even talked about that, but Flipcoins doesn't care. He wants the big moves up. Like even here, when the RSI is all the way up here, he wasn't. He wasn't. I wasn't. I didn't know Flipcoins back here, but I guess yeah, we did talk about it here when it was extremely overbought. It didn't quite hit overbought here, and that's why I think we're somewhere here where you're where you're going up and then you're consolidating, so you're kind of resetting but making higher highs. The same thing's here, right? You're overbought, but you didn't quite make a higher high here, but it kind of looks very similar where it looks like it's attempting to go in the green. But yeah, I mean, Flipcoins, when we do see like the RSI here, which is obviously what we look at, that's when, you know, I'm going to be like, hey, like, just FYI, are you going to sit through another correction, or are you going to take some profits, and are you going to wait until it goes up to the next target at 2 cents 90? But he's diamond handing it anyway, so I think at minimum he has a target in mind, which is fair because, again, it's not that big of a market cap anyway. What is it, like 300 million? So yeah, like even a 10x here is going to put it at 4 cents, and our target here isn't even 4 cents. It's 1 cent 70, and then 2 cents 90. So yeah, I hope we all make it. Back on bullish. Are you still here for SPK? And we've been live for about an hour now, so actually more than an hour. So we are going to call it relatively soon. Spock? What is that? Spock coin? What is it? Like a movie coin or something? What is it called? What's that movie called? Or the show? Oh my god, why am I blanking? Oh. What is it? What am I thinking of? Okay, Spark. Oh, you know, we gotta look at Zora too, actually. Taking a look at Spark SPK on the live stream. So wow, what a run. Came out in June. I mean, this thing went parabolic, so congratulations to whoever bought it. You did break the 1618 target at 11 cents. You actually got up to 18 before you had a correction. Technically, as of right now, 26 cents is still in play. And then I'd say areas of support for Spark is going to be 9 cents 28. If it does break below 9 cents 28, which it did almost, or yeah, you did almost get a break below it, but you actually managed to get a quick buyback over this area. I'd say as long as it stays over 9 cents 20, 26 cents is in play. But anything under 9 cents 20, I'd say you're going to get a bigger capitulation down, and you're going to start a downtrend forming before we get the next move up, which we'll take a look at that point. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And then Zora. Taking a look at Zora on the live stream. Wow, what a run. So around 17 cents is still the target on the upside. And at this point, we have to redraw our areas of support. So I would say support for Zora is 4 cents 60 to 7 cents. Now, before some people are like, oh, it's never going to come back there. It's never going to come back down this low. I just, ask you to reconsider. It might. Be open-minded. You are buying at the high if you're buying now, and if not, then if you're letting it ride, and if you bought it at the low, then 17 cents is the next target as of right now. With any sort of correction, which is going to kind of push down the RSI, reset the stock RSI, this area of support does need to hold, otherwise the top is in, and we are going to get a bigger move down. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. No, not now. Back in the day. Snack target is 3 cents. Yeah, I think that was my target, right? Let's see. Snack. Yeah, 1 cent 70, 2 cents 90. Yeah, that is. And what is it? It's like not even 3 million market cap. Yeah, it's only a 5x from here. which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, you held it through this huge correction, and you're still up from the low. You're still up 181%. So, Snack is a good coin. It is, what is it? The first meme coin on Cardano. And Cardano, what? They're doing an ETF. It's the 10th biggest cryptocurrency. This chart looks bullish AF, so it also does look pretty good. Star Trek. Oh my gosh, Star Trek. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to slam my hand. Oh, my sweet cat. I'm so sorry. She woke up. She's upset. It's okay. It's okay, lady. I'm sorry. Okay, she's going back to sleep. XAI. Yeah, XAI, this is kind of like PYR. Bearish under 9 cents, 40, bullish over 16 cents. Yeah, I mean, at that point, you have to decide. It's 91% and 236% from the current price. Just keep in mind that, yeah, I mean, even if it comes here and gets stuck, you're still validating this downtrend. So it could still technically come down and tag this, and you're still in this downtrend. So you really need to get a break over 16 cents for this to turn bullish again, and then 38 cents would be in play. And then on the downside, if it doesn't hold this floor, then you're just going to make a lower low, unfortunately. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And Dwayne Kelly for another 5 beans. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the super chats. Damn, the super chats coming in today. Let's go. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Jorge Avalos, Texas. What's up? How are you? Oh, this is, what the heck is this, man? Came late to the stream. I can watch the archive tomorrow. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much for coming, Free Lightning. We're getting ready to call it. But I just got a couple of super chats at the end, so that's why we haven't called it yet. But generally speaking, when it's slow and when I get no super chats, like, that's when it's like, oh man, like I have to do an hour and bounce because it's pretty brutal. But obviously when the super chats come in, it's really exciting. And it's like, oh, I'll stay on longer because, super chats are coming in, obviously. Jorge says Texas. Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to look at? This thing's super bullish. I don't even... Fully diluted, 700 million. The market cap isn't verified, so just be careful with that. And yeah, I mean, this thing is going to the moon. You're up 10x already from when it first came out. I don't know how else to look at it, but I guess I would say... Yeah, I guess I would say... As of right now, technically, $3.18 is in play, and then $22 would be in play. But at any point, if they do release the coins, so if they actually release the coins into the distribution circulation supply, then you're probably going to get a giant red candle spawn in. But I'm not trying to be bearish. I hope this thing goes to the moon for you and just doesn't have any sort of pullback. Not financial advice, also just my opinion. And I think with that being said, I think we're pretty much going to call it a night. We've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes, which is usually how long I'm live for. Thank you so much for all the super chats. The super chats came in a lot tonight. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the subscribers, for the members. I really appreciate all of your support. I will go live again on Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes, nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great week. And what else? Oh, have a great week. Have a great night. And I'll catch you guys I was going to say tomorrow's live stream. I'll catch you guys in the live stream on Thursday after work. Have a great night. And for the people that watch Vision, I will see you guys in Vision's live stream. And I will be typing, as I'm always very bored, and just typing nonsense in there. Okay, have a great night.